Hey everybody, this is the first episode of the AF Breakthrough video series. How are you doing today? Hope you guys are having a wonderful and meaningful day. Today we got Davey on here. He hasn't joined the stream yet, so we're just going to hit the intro and get right into this live broadcast. All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about on this video series everything to do with sobriety and how we can get sober and stay that way for life. I've been sober for the past 3 years. It'll be 3 years in July, and I didn't use any recovery programs. I didn't go to AA. I didn't go to Smart Recovery. I didn't do any of that, which made me very interested in other people's opinions and other people's points of view on those things. And I wanted to make this video series to see how people got sober and how people ended up staying that way, just in general. So that's why I created this video series, and it's episode number 1. You guys are the lucky people coming in. So yeah, we are live. It is 7 a.m. where I am. I don't know what time it is there for you. It's early in the morning, and it's springtime finally. It was snowing here recently, but now it's not. So we're just waiting for our guests to arrive. So I got a question for you guys. If you want to answer it, you can either comment in the live stream. I got comments up here, and I can see all you guys' comments, or you guys can comment afterwards. But what worked for you guys to get sober? Was it Facebook groups? Was it AA, Smart Recovery? Or was it something else that I don't know of that maybe you guys were able to use to get sober? So just comment that in the question box over here, just to see in the comment box. Question box sounds strange, isn't it? But anyways, yeah, that is it. Give me a comment. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, and we are also live in my Loving the Sober Life group. And I did all this with the wonderful help of StreamYard. If you go to StreamYard.com, you can set up a live podcast just like this for yourself, and it is totally free. You can also get the upgraded version where you can go live on YouTube, Facebook, and in Facebook group all at the same time. So that's pretty cool. We got one person watching. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, there he is. And Davey has arrived. Hey, man. How's it going?
Very well. It's a nice early morning here in Portland, Oregon.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm up in northern BC, so it's still cold. It snowed a couple days ago, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, we're already live, so we'll just get right into the questions. So tell me a little bit about yourself before we get going, like a couple things that people wouldn't normally know.
Okay. So I'm originally from New Jersey and New York.
Okay.
I'm a singer and a songwriter and a guitar player.
Cool.
I'm an alcoholic in recovery.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a joker, kind of an all-around funny guy, but kind of a little more subdued when I'm sober, which is good too, which is also good. I like to be curious,
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was in a band for like in my early 20s, probably about 3 or 4 years. So.
Oh, that's what's up. What were you playing?
Yeah. I played guitar and I sang in a punk band for about 4 years. So. Yeah, man, it was fun. It was good. A lot of partying though, and that wasn't really a lifestyle for me. So.
I know that's what's up. I mean, I've existed in a few punk scenes back in New Jersey and here, and it's sometimes easier to just know what you're about before you get there, especially if you're not 100% off the alcohol. I mean, as alcoholics, we know that we can have any, so that's something I had to learn.
Yeah, man, for sure. When I was about 14 when I got into the scene, so didn't really know myself too well, so got in a lot of trouble. But yeah, I haven't been to a punk rock show or any shows in general. I mean, because of COVID too, but it's been a long time, man. Yeah. So I was the motivation to quit alcohol group that I saw you in. I think that was where we connected.
I believe that was the group. Yes.
Yeah. So how long have you been part of that group?
Just a few weeks. I was just looking for some new inspiration to kind of remind me of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
Cool. Um, so do you like what benefits do you find from that group? Like, is there anything that you like about it that you dislike so far?
I like that there's so much diversity in versus just the typical AA approach, which seems kind of like a club a little bit, which
Mhm.
can be difficult for a person that is just getting back into sobriety or getting into sobriety for the first time. So new approaches, that's what I really like about the group.
Yeah, me too. I just started joining those groups too. I've been sober for it's going to be 3 years almost in July, and I didn't use AA or anything, so I was just kind of interested how other people, um, did that with like Smart Recovery or AA. It's super interesting to me to see just the different approaches and stuff. So I find that pretty cool too. Awesome. So would you recommend that group to other people if they were looking for something new, different perspective on getting sober?
I think I would. I think that as I was saying, that AA can sometimes feel like a club. Like the longer you're in it, the more you feel like you're a part of that club. You know, being an alcoholic, being a drunk that's not going to meetings or not trying to be sober, that can feel like you're all alone.
Yeah,
So any way that us can feel like that there's a community, that's important to me.
yeah, for sure. I think definitely the community aspect of that. Even if you don't go to AA, going on those Facebook groups, I see a lot of support on there. I haven't seen too much negative stuff yet, but I'm sure as I stay in the group a little bit longer, I'll probably see something. But yeah, I haven't seen anything too bad so far, so it's been pretty cool. And it
Mm.
seems like there's a lot of people of different age groups and male, female, and all that stuff too, right? So that's kind of neat too. Awesome. So how long have you been alcohol free?
I've been alcohol free for about 3.5 weeks. This has been a new sobriety journey for me.
Cool.
Um, and I can't blame COVID, but what a difficult year, I'm sure, for everybody. I'm sure a few people had difficulties like I did, where it was hard to stay sober.
Yeah,
Um,
man. I think that's definitely a big issue right now too, for sure.
but a blessing that we have these groups too, because as I'm sure a lot of people have found out that going to meetings in person is no longer the standard.
Yeah, so you can definitely connect on, and I think more people are getting used to these kind of things too, like Zoom and like they
Mhm.
were always kind of there, but now everybody's kind of opening up, and they're which gives the companies more time to put more money into it and stuff too. I'm sure, so everything's getting a bit easier for people. So that's awesome. Cool. Well, congratulations on 3.5 weeks, man. That's wicked. Um, what's the biggest lesson you've learned so far on this sobriety journey?
Hmm. Biggest lesson I've learned so far. I mean, every time I do it, this time especially, it's a reminder that I don't know where or why I was acting and drinking the way I was. That it always changes me at a base core level where I become somebody I don't recognize. And then that person has his own wants that don't make any sense. Like perhaps I like creating a ruckus or chaos, or I like to I like order when I'm sober. So this time around, I've started to reorganize my life and reorganize my space, especially.
Yeah, it's cool. That's one thing I found too. Once I stopped drinking, I almost had like a different persona, when I was drinking, and with the punk rock scene, like I had an alias, right? So that was my ability to go out and cause chaos and all that kind of stuff. But I'm an ordered person too, man. And you need that structure. And as I start to build that structure back into my life, it's pretty amazing how much structure I actually need. Super interesting, and you learn more about yourself as you get sober too. I find.
Mm. Oh, absolutely. I mean, just from a few weeks, this is kind of that crucial period right now where like I'm waking up to who I am again, or who I am for the first time. And that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. It's really cool. So Do you have any advice for someone who is just starting out, stopping drinking? Like, say today, someone out there just decides, "Hey, I've had enough, and I want to quit." Do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, I mean, they probably know some of the things. Like, it's a decision. It's not easy. It takes time. It might take extra resources. Physical dependence versus just the dependence of the way you do every day. I mean, every day for me was just another day where I could eventually get drunk. So for somebody just getting started, today is their first day of no alcohol, or they want to make a decision. The blessings outweigh the difficulties.
Yeah, I would definitely say that too, man. I don't even know if I'd be alive at this point, actually, if I kept going. I'm getting older now, so that takes a wear and tear on your body. I drank for 14. I quit at 33, so that was about 20 years of drinking. I mean, it wasn't all daily, but it got to that point, and yeah, man. So definitely, it's good. It was a struggle and it was hard, but it's definitely worth it for sure, man.
I guess I'd
Definitely,
have a question for you. Is that would you find during those 20 years that there were times where you could control yourself?
yeah. I mean, I was functioning. Like I couldn't control my drinking at all.
No.
But I can control when I drank. You know what I mean? But once you started, I couldn't stop. I mean, and I think that's like that for all alcoholics. You're always planning how much do I have, and when is it going to run out, or am I going to be able to go to the liquor store after this, or those kinds of things, right? But yeah, I mean, I could control the times, but I can control how much. Yeah,
I resonate with that.
yeah, man. And I definitely became dependent near the probably about 2 to 3 years before I quit, and it was almost every day, and it was really affecting my work life and life in general. So
there are times where I wish I could just be a quote unquote regular drinker, who can have two throughout a course of a night and then not drink for a few weeks or whatever, and make it a special thing. But my mood and my personhood is what I take with me, not my ability to try to drink just enough poison.
yeah, man. And that's a mind shift I've had actually in over the last little while, is that nobody drinking alcohol isn't normal. I mean, it's a poison, and those people who are drinking it are not. It's not a normal thing. Marketers and the industry has generally just convinced everybody that drinking this poison is a normal, everyday part of life, and it's not really. I mean, so I personally think we're the normal ones trying to get better and healthier, and other people. Not saying that they're abnormal or anything, but they have a slow addiction in their life too, right? So, and it's up to them if they want to do it or not. But I that mind shift of just seeing them as not being normal and me as being a normal person kind of helps too. So
I like that. That's like the opposite of what I think I've been conditioned to believe.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you got to know like marketing and stuff too, right? Like these advertising companies, and especially in Canada here, like our Canadian government gets tax dollars on all this alcohol too, right? So they definitely want to push it, and they want to make it look, and all the advertising, everybody looks happy and excited, and that's not really what it's like.
I noticed when I quit maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was on a stint of sobriety, that as soon as I stopped drinking, I saw the ads for alcohol more than I did before, which I thought was strange, not less. Like they're supposed to know my preferences on who they're marketing to.
Yeah, like on the internet, hey, like Facebook and stuff.
Facebook, all over, my laptop, all of my personal devices. It was almost like I was getting this push to drink again from the alcohol companies, which was kind of funny, all in my head perhaps, but I hadn't seen it as much. They didn't have to advertise to me. I would just get it. I would just buy it.
Yeah, exactly. That's really strange, and who knows? Maybe they're trying to push you back into it, which is not very good a business practice. But these companies have lots of money, so yeah, cool, man. So where are we? Do you have any advice for someone that's maybe like relapsed a little bit and had to start over?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to some people that were expressing to me that they were having an alcohol problem, and that they had ruined their sobriety. And my advice to them was that it's a new day. Every day is a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. You know, I know that the hardest part for me being an alcoholic, you know, sorry, being drunk and not getting help was the mornings. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to get up and take care of myself, even if I wasn't going to go to work. I wanted to go drink more. So the difference in mornings, that's the biggest thing I tell people, is just that, you know, you're going to wake up refreshed. You're going to have a little ritual. You're going to take a shower. You're going to have a great day and make some money. You know, the things that you're supposed to do.
Yeah, man, I definitely found like I definitely built a morning routine over this past 3 years, and that's definitely helped. I mean, when I was drinking, there's no way in hell I would get up at 5:30 or 6, right? So, and I'm able to do these kind of things too, which is awesome too. So, yeah, definitely, I would say mornings too. Mornings are they're so much better. I can't even, like, it's been a while now, so I can't even remember what it's like, but foggy and sick, and yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, not good. Cool. Did you use like AA or Smart Recovery or anything like that?
This time around, no.
No.
I did join an AA group at first, but I felt that same kind of like yellow tape, like, you know, even if you've been sober for a while, you're not like an elite of their group until you've been in their program for a long time. And that even though AA is one organization split up into many different sectors, you know, unless you're in their specific group, you know, it becomes this community. It's a community for people. But the communities for people are in lots of different, you know, I have a punk group community that I'm in, and that's where I'm just kind of heckling to be funny. But in these AA groups, it's a little different, and I've kind of gotten rid of those AA groups and found this motivation to quit alcohol group, which I like a lot better.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, like as a kid, I had plenty of family members that were in AA and stuff, and I was going to AA meetings since I was probably 4 years old. And I think that was one of the things that held me back from stopping for so long, was just I didn't want to get in front of a group and label myself as an alcoholic and cry, you know, tell everybody my story and a group of strangers and all those kinds of things. And that kind of held me back. And once I realized that there's different options out there, I think that was the time that I decided, hey, I'm gonna quit for good. So I definitely get the clickiness and the kind of the seniority of the group and stuff like that. It's definitely a thing. So with these internet groups, I think that's probably going to be a bit of a revolution, just in the getting sober area. I think as more people find the internet and Facebook and all these stuff. So
they're good resources, and I remember being so resistant because I had a month of sobriety when COVID had started left before my year, which was my goal, even though I was falling off. And I took that time to make sure that I resisted as hard as I could. And this time around, it's a lot easier to say, oh, look at this resource. Let me find this resource. Let me share this resource.
Yeah, it's cool. That's awesome, man. Definitely cool. So all right, man, I think that's all the questions I have this morning. You got any questions for me?
Yeah. How has this internet journey been for you in the last the last year, the last few months? I guess that's where I would start with that question.
How the internet journey, like Facebook and stuff like that?
Yeah, like do you prefer it, or is it us still just adapting to a new way of doing things?
No, I do prefer it. I think it's definitely pretty cool, just to be able to connect with people on that level so quickly. I mean, and I think people are more open to ask questions on a group like Facebook or something like that, as opposed to back in the day. I mean, I'm almost 36 years old, so I remember when we didn't have internet at all. So, you know, people would have to go like talk to each other and connect that way. And now we can just, you know, you can even anonymously post a question if you have a Facebook that's not even connected to your real, your real life, and you can get help from it. So I think that's really awesome.
Well, I do appreciate you having me on and giving me a chance to talk about these things, which are important. And
No problem, man.
hope
Thanks for
everybody
coming
can
on, dude.
find the sobriety in their life and find that peace of mind.
Yeah, man. Cool. Do you have anywhere that people can connect with you, or just in the group?
Yeah, I'm open to friend requests. I'm open to private messages. Anybody that wants to interact with my posts, feel free. I'm an open book, and since being sober, I love to talk about this and try to spread the information and spread the inspiration.
Cool, man. Awesome. Well, it's been great talking to you, dude, and I hope we can connect again and maybe do this some other time.
You as well, man. You have
Awesome.
a great day, and I look forward to that.
Perfect. Thanks, man. See you.
Bye-bye now.
All right. That was an interview with Davey Mcspedon, and we are going to sign off for the first episode of the AF Breakthrough video series. Adjust my microphone, all that. Cool, man. So we will see you guys later. Remember, if you can do 1% better every day, that's 365%. Stay sober, stay strong, my friends, and take your life back. Have a great day.